scream a bit about IGN. I'm actually baffled that this game ever got a 5 out of 10. I understand it's not for everyone. This is a big problem with game reviews anyway. Game reviews are almost always subjective. Even if they claim they're not subjective, they'll very often criticize things that aren't in their favor. They'll rate it down even if it's a good name because they don't like a specific thing. Or they'll rate it up because they're biased towards a specific thing without realizing that, hey, this is actually shit. It's difficult. The thing is, IGN is pretty known for not always being the most trustworthy with the reviews, very often reviewing games that are really bad and like most people don't like playing really highly, or rating good games really poorly, or taking away points for absolutely pathetic reasons. Like the most infamous one that I think most people know is the classic Pokemon 7.8 out of 10, too much water. I mean, that's a criticism you can have, but you're really gonna take like over 2 points away. I think that IGN might just be Team Magma in disguise. That's the real reason that it got 7.8 for too much water. The nail in the coffin is when they gave 7 out of 10 to Concord and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Concord though, there's a lot complicated with Concord, but the thing is, overall, most people agree that Concord is not a good game for whatever reason. If nothing else, because it's just outdated. By the time it came out, like that entire genre was not so big anymore. If they rate something 7 out of 10 and most people disagree, even if for their reasons they actually really loved it, it shows that they're not a good representation of the video game community as a whole. Because if almost everybody in a community disagrees with you, how can you stand up and say, I represent the voices of this community? Everyone in this community, you can trust me and my reviews to represent you and your opinion, when it's not. Like with Mario, everyone loves this game. It's chill, it's fun, it's relaxing. I haven't seen a single bad review except for IGN's 5 out of 10, who said it failed to understand the spirit of Mario and Luigi. And they said it was longtime fans who really love it, but every person I've seen, whether a new or a long-term fan, has loved it. I'm open to hearing the opposite, if there are people that genuinely don't like it, but every other review that I've seen has basically said it's a charming game that is one of the best to come out this year, and one of the most whimsical in a while. So, well, that's from me, but the reason in particular that I find it so problematic, I have a confession to make. I almost skipped streaming this game because of the reviews in general. I didn't know it was just IGN at the time, because I just went online. I was in a hurry trying to do other stuff, right? So I just go online and I look up like what are the reviews in general, and there were like summaries of the numbers, and it was just telling me 5 out of 10, but it wasn't saying where it was from or anything. So I kind of assumed that was like all of the reviewers kind of like put together or something. I assumed it was a community sentiment, but no. The thing is, on Google, IGN is always one of the most prominent things that comes up when you search for a video game review. So if it's somebody that doesn't know that it's IGN, if they're just skimming really quickly and they don't notice, or if they don't know about IGN's reputation, they're going to think, oh, first search result, this is probably pretty legit. And then it's telling them the game is 5 out of 10. Like, IGN could ruin a game's reputation before they even have a chance to succeed. I can't be the only one that almost didn't play just seeing numbers out of context and seeing they were bad. And then you have games that are highly rated by IGN that might have people just scammed into buying them even though they're really bad because IGN says they're really good. It's just crazy. I know there's a lot of other options out there that are really good. If you want game reviews, you kind of have to find either a website, a community, or a content creator that you trust, because even places where it's like, the public can put in their reviews, how do you know it's not all like bots or people just like spamming certain reviews? Whether it's because they don't like something about the game so they spam hate on it without ever playing it, or they just want to like gas it up and boost it in the stores so they put good reviews on like a million different accounts or something. No perfect solution. That's why for me, I like watching live streams of it and stuff. I find that really helpful just because I don't only just get the commentary and what they say, I also see what they're doing. If I'm running around like this or whatever, I can't be like, wow, 7 out of 10, too much, or 7.8 out of 10, too much water, because you guys can see that there is no water. I mean, there's a lot of water in this game, but not on the screen right now. You know what I mean? If I was like saying, wow, it dumped me on the first village. The game played too much like WarioWare, and you're watching it and you're like, there's not a single minigame that isn't WarioWare. You can know that I'm bullshitting. You you can also just watch it instead of just listen to the words, and that's really helpful. I think games shouldn't be rated with numbers either. I think maybe something better is on the scale of like you put if you like or you dislike the game overall, and then it kind of weighs it. The problem with that is you can like a game a little bit, and then if everyone likes it a little bit, it'll show as like 100, which is also not good. We're taking points off for like arbitrary stuff. 7.8 out of 10, too much mustache? Nah, 7.8 out of 10, not enough mustache. What do you mean?